Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Using my vast coaching experience from all over the world, I look at goals and give you some different insight. Maybe you want to become a better coach or a better player. Use something that I say to make you a better player or coach. And also, I'm going to be doing coaching sessions, maybe in the actual webinars. Probably in the summer, as soon as I figure out some good software to do it. I'm most likely going to run that through on Patreon, or maybe do it. I don't know if I'll do it live on YouTube. Probably live on Patreon. Figuring out a way to do that. It all comes down to the software, and so I can do stuff great for everybody that wants to get involved with something like that. We're talking about West Ham here and Arsenal, and the ball's just been passed through their lines very, very easily. And you can see Declan, I think it's Declan Rice there as the defensive midfielder, and how these guys provide a little effort at the moment, trying to stop the transition of play. And also, I want to show you something else. Look how easy it is for him to sneak in between these two centre-backs, and both are quality centre-backs. We can't take it away from the Arsenal centre-backs. But right now, they're in la-la land. So when this ball comes out wide here, no one is close enough to do anything about this. Thankfully for them, though, when the ball comes in, here we go. We just got to move it on a little bit because the old Premier. I'm finally out of YouTube jail, and it's taken me forever. It's taken me almost 3 months to go to YouTube jail. So hopefully I'll get some channel growth. Woohoo! Hit the subscribe button, people. I don't know. Yeah, if that does anything, who cares? Right. So when this ball comes in, Bosch, he misses it. Thankfully for these two centre-backs, he doesn't finish that first time, which Jared Bowen and his quality and how he's been playing, I expected him to finish that, or at least get a good shot on target. But then this is where all the controversy comes in and all the nonsense with VAR. And wait until I get into this because, yeah. Off it bounces, bump, tries to clear it, but there's a bit of a panic from the left back, bounces off him, and now we get the VAR decision because you know what's going to happen. It's going to bounce over him. You've already seen the clips on Twitter. As it comes across, there he is, stuck on the line. Is it out of play? Is it not? We don't know. Then the ball gets knocked back across, and he finishes it into the goal. Okay, so now we're going to have to look at this VAR decision and see, is this ball out of play or not? And there's probably three major things we have to answer before we can say the ball's out of play. Here's the finish. Here he comes. Donk into the net box. So this is the VAR, the ball's out of play check. Is the ball out of play? Well, here's the problem. First of all, we've got to answer, where's the camera angle? Because if the camera angle isn't perfect with this line here, you can't see whether or not it's in or out of play. If the camera's more this side of the line than it is that side of the line, if it's this side of the line, it's going to show the ball out of play. If it's on this side of the line, it's going to show the ball in play. So it all depends where this camera line is, where the line is in perspective to the camera. That's the only concern. That's it. If the camera... Now, okay, that's point number one. Point number two. If VAR can't clarify that, VAR shouldn't be getting involved. Because remember what they say, only the clear and obvious decisions. Well, is this clear and obviously an error? Well, you don't know. Because you don't know if the ball's out of play. So if you don't know the ball's out of play, and you've got no idea... How is it a clear and obvious error that you're checking? Just let the game play. Because it's not clear and obvious, is it? Here's the sad part. I think it's out of play. I actually think it's out of play. The problem is, I think it's probably out of play on the Newcastle one. And I think there's another one, Man United one. I think the Man United one got called out of play when it wasn't. The Newcastle one got called in play when it wasn't. And this one got called in play when it wasn't. But it doesn't matter. The point is, stay away from the VAR. It shouldn't be getting involved because now everyone else is going to stop playing. Because the ref can make a mistake on the field. Ref couldn't see it, thought it was in play, looked in play, gave it on the field. Fair play, ref. The problem when we've got the technology involved, and this is where I go to my third point, is the fact that now everybody wants it to be perfect. And the technology can't make it perfect because it's not geared to make it perfect because they haven't actually thought any of these processes through because they're basically morons. The people that run this, they're genuinely morons. Like, if you stuck a GoPro at the end of the corner flag, they'd probably ask you what's a GoPro and how much does it cost. Genuinely, that's how out of touch these people are. So when you're talking about something, the technology here to identify this mistake, they don't have it. So all of a sudden, you really can't... make a real, rational decision. So you have to go with a decision on the field, and on the field it was a goal, rightly or wrongly, so it's a goal. Everything else is just rubbish. I don't even know why, they can tell by the time that they've done the goal celebration and they're walking back, say it's about 25-30 seconds, they should already have checked that in 25-30 seconds, and then stop the ref when they're taking the kickoff, hold on the kickoff, ref, haven't decided yet, and it's over. It's just not difficult, and quite frankly, in 5 seconds they can go, well, we can't give you a decision because it's not clear and obvious. Well, that's easy. It's not clear and obvious. I'm right. Paul, carry on then. It's not difficult. They're making it hard. As I said, my conspiracy of the VAR to make the Super League happen, go watch that video. It is still going to happen. Let's get on to the next goal. Okay, I'm going to talk for a little bit because I want to play this through without trying to stop. I want to try to beat that copyright. Now, you know, if you listen to me before, I'm going to advocate for personal on the post. In this case, it would not matter. This is a quality header. It's one of those ones that just scrape in over, underneath the bar and do that. But this is the melee of players you need to keep your eye on right here. All of these players are going to run in different directions and run off in different ways. One of them scores the goal, and one of them is completely and utterly unmarked. Now, you've got a fantastic free kick taker in James Ward-Prowse. His delivery is better than Amazon Prime. He's going to put it straight in that spot. Look at that spot. They've engineered this, right? This is what they've done on their training session. They've got a bunch of people near the goalkeeper and a bunch of people. They're supposed to be in line with the penalty spot. They're a little bit too far advanced. So what they want to be trying to do is open up this near post area here for two things. For the flick on or the flick back. Whatever ends up happening there, but they've engineered this space. Can you see this gap that they've made, the West Ham players? Because they know that he's going to be able to put the ball into that area there. These guys should already be aware of that, and all he had to do is move over left 2 feet, and he would have stopped this. But they don't understand this. They couldn't look around and see, oh, look, they're making a space there. That's where the ball's going to go. They're just generally not smart enough. Just go, look, take 2 steps to your left, mate. You 2 steps, you're there, you defend it. So as this comes across, watch, do you see how he's completely unlikely broken free? And all of these players now are having a melee fight over here for some reason. Ball comes in, bosh, straight into, there you go. That's how easy it is. That's what a quality set piece designed, set up, and executed correctly does. There we go. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.